Moduls Rīga un Vēlve piedāvā.
My name is Ingri Fiksdālu and I'm a choreographer and I'm based in Oslo in Norway. And I'm working here in Bebrene as part of Kedja's wilderness residency program. First I did dance education and then I did choreography education, and I've been working as both. But now I'm doing more and more choreography and not that much dance anymore.
How do you use dance and why? Why dancing is your tool?
I think it also depends a lot on how you see dance, because in the previous works I've been doing and also this work we're working on here in Bebrene, it's not primarily what you would necessarily recognize as dance, more moving bodies maybe, and there's also a lot of stillness. So the dance, as it is traditionally understood, I guess, is not that like in the forefront of the work somehow.
It's human body.
Human body, yeah, I think that's more important than the dance in itself. But in terms of choice of medium, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit random, like what education you happen to fall into because you have this particular interest at 19, and then you work from this medium when you make pieces. And I think if I was doing drawings or something else, maybe it would have developed differently. And I don't think the medium is that important. I don't feel limited by it necessarily to make stuff which is recognizable as dance. When I graduated from my school, I was for a long time working in collaboration with the director, and we were doing more theater or pieces that were combining theater and dance. But for the last few years I've been working with dance more on its own.
In Riga in September you will show Nite Tripper. And what is it?
This is a piece which is somewhere between concert and dance performance and ritual, I guess you could say. And it is created for a festival called Up to Nature. And the premises for this festival was that the piece had to happen outdoors and without using electricity. So from those dogma, we started to develop the idea, which is at sunset we take the audience into the forest, and then we take them to this particular site we have prepared where the concert happens, and it's the concert in itself is inspired by sort of pagan ritual, but trying to create something which has I guess meaning on its own rather than just referring to ritual. And also another sort of important aspect of the piece is this social situation of the audience, which is I guess becomes different than going to the theater, because you are collected as a group. You go on this walk through the woods together, you sit in a circle, and after the performance is finished we have also a party with vodka and some snacks, and yeah, it's like looking at the development of the different audience situations throughout to create some kind of social happening as well.
But you are interested also in ancient rituals and as I understand, African rituals also. Is it so?
Yes, but not so much the ritual in themselves, but the ritual as a sort of something that has the potential for this social, collective, affective situation, and how these modes can be transferred onto theater situations. In a ritual, the performers of the ritual will be doing something on behalf of the whole group, and I think this is something that interests me. Try to create like a similar type of situation within a dance performance or within a theater performance, so that the spectators are included, not in terms of interaction, but more in terms of focus and how you experience the work. We're working on something called a choreographic manuscript written by a writer called Jaunā, and this takes shape as sort of a poetry collection almost. And one of the main discussions we've been having is this notion of translation or meaning created in text in relation to meaning created by movement. Yeah. And then we're talking about like notions of affectivity versus notions of cognition, and then we came up with this idea of zombies who were, you know, the living dead, that they're existing just as bodies and only reacting by instincts or impulses.
As I noticed in contemporary dance, there are three motives. Almost always it's sexuality, it's understandable, it's birth and death. So, and is it connected with the fact that people are using their bodies on the stage, so they feel their bodies and they are thinking about their bodies on stage, and they are automatically or naturally they're thinking about their mortality. Do you speak about death in your performances?
I don't think about it that explicitly, but I've had this feedback on things a few times. So I guess that there's something, but I'm not sure if I agree that these are the three common themes that are reoccurring within contemporary dance. Like I've seen them, but there's also a lot of like identity, like gender issues.
Do you believe in zombies?
I don't know. I don't think so. It seems like the little stuff we have been reading is dealing with this notion of physicalism, and that the physicalists, they believe that there cannot be such a thing as zombies, because if all our thinking and everything that happens in the body is physical, then there can be no, well, what they're saying first of all is that a zombie you wouldn't recognize someone as a zombie because they would function as we do, but without the soul. That's basically the idea. But the physicalists, if they don't believe in a soul, obviously there can be no such thing as zombies, or we're all zombies then, you know. But I read about zombies in Heishi, when they created zombies, like the first zombies, they were people who had committed serious crimes, like killings, and they were given this herb, and it slows down the vital functions so much that it was possible to put them in the ground and cover them with earth, and they would survive this treatment for I think half a day or overnight, and because everything was so slowed down. But then when they dug them out, they would still be alive but completely brain damaged, you know, because of the lack of oxygen. So they would be walking and being part of society, but as kind of living dead.